Hello, my Mystic Strikes and welcome to a late night stream. Tonight we are going to be hopping back onto the SMP and just getting some grinding out of the way. As you can see, there's no face cam, there's no chat. Um, there will probably be very little to no commentary in this, unless I guess something happens in chat. But regardless, probably be mining trees, working on the house, mining a little bit, just getting resources, getting myself to a good, comfortable spot before we go to the Nether. Probably next weekend, and or later on this week. So yeah, without any further ado, pick on the music and let's grind. benefit to strip mining like this is pretty much I'm getting to see 4 different block sides while only going through like a 1 block tunnel. So it's pretty much maximizing my pickaxe's durability, and I'm getting to see 4 blocks in the process of doing it. So like as you can see, where am I not there? I can see the block above, below, to the left and right. Then it's yeah, you can use a trapdoor, you can use a water bucket and swim into this. Um it's not quite the most efficient way anymore since the caves and cliffs updates update, just because obviously like caves and stuff, you have a lot more stuff open to the surface and it's easier to find. But I don't know, just for stuff where I'm just kind of doing this as more of a grind, especially since the other members are offline. It kind of makes it to where I'm not doing anything too exciting without them. So it's kind of a way for me to pace myself, I guess. I appreciate it. Thank you. And if you're still tuning in, main reason you want to skip 2 blocks when you're going in this tunnel is just so that way you can still see the left and right and still be seeing new blocks for this. And since I have shaders on, dynamic lighting and stuff, I don't really need to place torches, but a good rule of thumb I do is to place torches every 2 tunnel sets. So like one would go there, and then one would go down here. It kind of helps light the entire place up. But like I said, from where I have dynamic lighting on, I don't really need to have it as well lit. Quarries are always fun to dig out. Like I said though, right now I'm just kind of idly getting resources just so that way I have better stuff whenever the other members are on, so I can actually like do bigger projects and stuff without having their audiences miss anything. It's, like I said, mostly just me trying to get stuff so I don't have to have an inventory full of pickaxes. That is true. I also can't recall which ores it is though. And another little helpful I meant to say tip and hint at the same time. Uh, always keep a trapdoor on you just in case, like, say you do end up finding a vein or something, and say like getting stuck here. Um, it's just nice to have one on you. So well, that or a water bucket, just so that way you can get back into that animation instead of having to mine that bit all the way back out. Because to be honest, having been in that situation, it is not ideal. Uh, Crazily enough, I don't know what it is with this road gen. Iron spawns have been crazy. Like earlier in our stream yesterday, me and my buddy Lep, we were well, me, Lep, and Plague, we were all exploring this massive lush cave. There's just like exposed iron as far as the eye can see in these crazy patterns. It was awesome. Yeah, mining the entire path down sucks. Especially with how uh how far back it is, and especially if you're running a little low on resources and stuff. Like I went through 5 pickaxes so far, and I usually don't bother to pick up like every little bit of stone and stuff unless it's one I'm planning to potentially build with. Uh, Otherwise, I just kind of leave it to idly collecting as I go down. It always sucks when you can't find iron. Here, since actually having some decent chat, I'll pop that back on stream just so that way people can see what the conversation is. Honestly, iron golem farms are a little teased to make it first. But main thing you need is just like I believe it's six. That's what crazy. I think you just need 16 beds, 16 workstations, and like 16 doors. You can get 2 villagers and then just have them breed by throwing them bread. Um, yeah, for real. I'm hoping to get enough for a full set of diamond armored tools. I have 9 back at the base, and I currently have 11 on me. So hopefully this will get us there. It just depends on how big of a vein. Ooh, ooh, very good pull. Very nice. But yeah, their iron farms are definitely tedious to set up, but once you like actually set them up, they're so nice. They are so nice, especially if you have it at like world spawn where it's always running, or like that chunk's always loaded. It's crazy. Honestly, fair. I mean, we've all been there. I mean, oh shit. Well, it wasn't. See, things like this happen. It's always nice to have a trap door or even just a water bucket in some instances. If I can actually, there we go. But yeah, chest organization isn't really something I worry about until I really start getting closer to the in-game portion, where I'm just like trying to do things just for the fun of it, especially if it's like large scale builds. Um, that's usually just so it's easier for me to find the particular resource I need. Um, and there's a bunch of gravel. And then create mod. Yeah, create is really fun. It can be a little tricky, especially once you try to start getting into the power gen of like the water stuff and like steam combustion generators or whatnot. I don't know. It's been a while since I played with create, but it's fun. I really enjoy it. Um, because you can pretty much create, yeah, for lack of better words, anything. Um, can automate trees, farms, bunch of stuff. I'll say I don't think I've ever really played with the drills and stuff in Create, but I've definitely played around with like the saws and the harvesters and automated loaders, the conveyor belts with the like pressers and automatic crafting stuff. Dude, the extended reach thingy is so nice. I forgot what it's called, but that thing was such a lifesaver. Okay, situations like this, I'm just not going to mine. On the left, it's just not worth my time with the gravel. It is very intimidating at first, I'm not gonna lie to you. But honestly, just going on to YouTube, looking at a few tutorials, learning like how the stress mechanics work and all that stuff with the cogs and different gears. It's super useful. I remember in the beginning of it, I was really relying on water wheels. And then I think I ended up switching to windmills later on. But yeah, it's definitely a fun pack. Well, fun mod. God, gravel is the worst. I just call that side there. Again, cannot be bought. There are moments where I just get into like such massive gravel patches, I just decide to completely turn around. Because I don't know how far this goes. Okay, looks like that's the end of it, so not what I wanted to do, but cool. Oh man, not cheap words. Gotta love gravel. Yeah. No, true lines. Oh man. Hey, oh, rice are not good food. Not part of the diet. Let's try over here. This is nice. See, my only role with doing the 1x1 strip thing, getting all the way back there takes ages because I'm just stuck crawling in a snail's pace. But it's my grave and I dug it, so kind of my own fault. You know, doing this at least for right now with these shaders is particularly useful because all the ores really seem to glow, so I just kind of do this mindlessly, and then the moment I see a bit of color, I can kind of zone back in. Huh. Speak of the devil. Oh, come on, is that all? It's not. See, it never hurts to check. Then you gotta check around that. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything else out of here. Although I will say, I do kind of used to mycelium. Um, yes and no. Um, it are you talking about just general Minecraft or Create? Because if it's in Create, I'm not certain. Uh, I don't know if it's the mycelium itself or if it's specifically the Mushroom Island. But mushrooms spawning there, really good source of food. You can milk them with a bowl that's crafted with 3 wood in a crafted in that shape. Um, I wouldn't say it's worth grabbing in particular. The mushrooms are pretty nice because infinite food source for absolutely free. Um, but like unless you're just wanting to use it for building, there's no real use because you can just grow the big mushrooms on regular grass. You just get one of the little mushrooms and then bone meal it, and it'll turn into one of the massive ones. Which once upon a time used to be a feature exclusive to Mushroom Islands, but then Dark Oak Forest got added, and uh, they now spawn there. And I think that also was whenever they could be like grown on regular grass as well. I could be mistaken on that. They may have always been able to have been grown on regular grass. I don't know. That's one of those things where it's so far back. It's kind of hard for me to think about those times. There's been so many updates since since that biome was added. We'll always be happy for more flint. Oh, we are good on diamonds, at least for tools and stuff. So next call of action, either want to set up a sugarcane farm so I can start getting books made. I do need to chop down some trees and stuff just from where I am. Also wanting to start working on my house slash township, but I don't know. Damn. Oh, I'd call it a successful run. And here comes the fun part. Just casually swimming through the old hole. And cool thing about this, at least with this pattern, um, obviously I'm not going to be super keen on like worming my way all the way back down to the end just to continue mining. So if I want to, I can dig like 2 or 3 blocks down. Right now I'm at Y negative 54. Diamonds are best spawning from 54 to 58. So if I just want to go down like 2 blocks, so that way it's like this layer is right above, and I have another one of these holes just going underneath. Could also potentially find more diamonds. The only time it would really become an issue is if it's somewhere like I saw an ore and start digging down into it, which that wouldn't really be an issue. Or I can just say at the very start where I started this, say instead of like going this way, I can go either other direction. It's pretty limitless, honestly, and it's not an eyesore either. Because like worst case scenario, I don't like the look of it. I don't like this just hole that opens up into these catacombs. Just 1 block, place that. Super easy to cover up. Someone breaks that, they'll just see a 1 block hole. They won't think it's a mine or anything. They'll just, oh, cool. Some blocks missing. Maybe someone been like maybe someone was here. Maybe not. Could just be weird road gen. Oh, I see the end of the tunnel. We are getting there, boys. I mean, like, if it's a cave you are like that hasn't been explored, generally it's good to kind of go around, see what you can find on the surface level. But if that doesn't do too well, I usually like to just find a solid corner of the cave fairly close to the entrance and do this, and hope I find a better cave. But like I said, just from where I'm kind of trying to limit myself on what I do, at least at the moment, uh, this is a good way for me to spend my time getting resources while also having a moderately length stream. Oh, so close. I can practically taste it. Don't even need the spyglass anymore. Oh, now I just need to get stairs to come all the way down this way. Uh, I will say a little teaser just in case you do stop by in a later stream for Shadowed Veil. Uh, upon making this mine under my house, found an ancient city that is further down that way. I was requested by the other server members to wait until we at least got to the Nether before we went and explored it together, which I can respect because I don't want their audience to miss out on it either. So one of those things where it's like it kind of sucks not being able to explore it, but at the same time, I can respect them. I respect their uh, requests. So one of those things where to be continued, I suppose. And you're about to see my very, very poor excuse for a makeshift home. Is it nighttime? No, cool. So, may as well give you a little tour since you've not seen outside. Really beautiful spot I'm choosing to build. I got a village right down there through the fog. Nice little river wrapping through so I can go fishing. Soccer biome mixed with a snow hilltop. And then the soccer biome kind of wraps around and then just goes into a plains over there. So yeah, it's kind of nice. Yeah, I know. I absolutely adore this place. Sadly, so in the first stream we did together, Leptir, he built a nice little community wizard tower. Well, I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Um, yeah, unfortunately, with how small I am, I tend to get a lot of bots. So I usually just give a thanks to the follow and ignore any promotion and or ban them if it gets too egregious. um, but yeah, um, yeah, it's unfortunate, but just one of those things. My favorite one, there's this one that comes around to my Leptors and Plague stream sometimes, and it'll just send a message that I kid you not says exactly, damn, this chat is so dead, even the ghosts are leaving. And then it gives a link to buy buy some bots to follow you. And it's always annoying to see, but every time I see it, I can't help but crack up. Oh, um, no, with shaders, I almost forgot that Minecraft logic means that he was fine standing underneath the block. Yeah, Worldgen goes crazy right here. Oh yeah, sorry, I realized I got so off topic with that. That horse has just been there for ages. Starting to get a little concerned about it. Yeah, it is. It's always funny to see when it stops by. But the first stream, Lepter, he built this nice little community wizard tower for all of us to live in until we decided to branch off on our own. And last stream that took place last night, actually probably took place about 7 hours ago. um, I decided to branch off. I'm usually a fan of building in either soccer biomes or cherry blossom biomes, whichever you want to call it, or just like mangrove swamp would have been cool. Uh, pale forest is what I was kind of hoping for since I've not really seen that biome yet, at least not survival. So I thought that could have been cool, even if it meant dealing with creaking. Um, but a lot of my builds tend to be more Asian inspired. Something about like building up a pagoda right here to stand tall, and then I'll eventually have like a nice little wall that comes around the mountainside. For some reason, I like building my bases as a I don't want to say massive, but a moderately sized like town or village, as if there were other people living there, even though it's just me. I'm planning on setting up my villager trading hall down there, actually in the village. And yeah, I agree. Sakura biomes are by far the best in my opinion. My only grievance are the pink petals. Those things, they're only used for composting, and they're pretty, but when clearing out a spot for land, they just build up so fast. And as you can see, I kind of started on that at the end of the last stream, but hadn't really got too far into it. And at the start of the stream, I pretty much just made pickaxes and went right back down to the mines. So this is just kind of a little temporary shack. I got my lodestone set up in case I get lost. Which crazy to me that they decided to change the recipe for lodestones. No longer need netherite. No longer makes it special when you find one in a ruin portal or bastion, which is really crazy to me because now I just find them everywhere. Stairwell to heaven, you can see right here. Except I suppose in this direction it's a stairway to hell. Who heck? Oh, you're my friend now. You're gonna be dinner later. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I don't care. Um, um, but yeah, was lucky enough to find a brewing stand in a village. Although I don't have any blaze powder to make potions, so that kind of blows. But I kind of have all the essentials I need. Seeing someone quote what I said is crazy. That's wild. Um, but yeah, no, with the pink petals, they gather up so quick and they just take up so much chest space. And I don't want to make a bunch of compost bins to just make them in the bone meal. You guys know how to get sponge? Yes, actually. Shit. I was going to I'm so used to at this point where I start building my base, having like a huge map set up. So on my way into traveling this, which what I was finally getting at, I ended up moving like 2,000 blocks away from where the rest of the server people live. Um, you need to go to an ocean monument and kill the Elder Guardians, and they'll drop a sponge for you. I don't know if it's changed. I know you do get the sponge in the Ocean Monument. I don't recall if it drops from the Elder Guardian though, or if it's just a block found in the monument itself. Although do be wary when going in there because one, Guardians are kind of strong, depending on your difficulty. Two, Elder Guardians have a bunch of health, and they also inflict mining fatigue. So if you go ill prepared, you will probably drown. You can find ocean monuments in deep ocean biomes. So oh, I appreciate you clipping that. Thank you. um, yeah, if you have like aqua affinity respiration, or if you just have like some potions of water breathing, maybe even a turtle shell helmet, you should be pretty good. Or if you just do the old door trick, if you don't know what I mean by that, here, I'll show you very quickly. Um, so I don't know if you play on Java or Bedrock. I believe it works on both. I could be mistaken. I know at least on Java it works. But ow. Okay, ow, ow. So door trick. You go somewhere, not a lot of air, obviously. Obviously there's like magma blocks and stuff you can do, or soul sand that can give you air. But you can also just place a door to create an air bubble. It used to work with signs and torches. I don't believe those ones work anymore. Um, Actually, let me try torches real quick. I think torches aren't as effective anymore from where your air bubbles slowly go up. Yeah, so if you like spam torches, you can kind of get it up. But oh my god. Oh my torches. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, door trick is pretty handy in certain situations where you're about to run out of air, or say you run out of like water breathing or something. Main thing to be cautious of is just the mining fatigue, because if you get like stuck in a room or something, it's it can go downhill so fast. Yeah. Fun fact: I've actually not explored that village yet. That's actually my first time even going down this hill. Oddly enough, because whenever I got here at the end of last night's stream, I just gotta love it. Okay, cool. So, fun fact, this is one of these same bots that came into my stream last night that I banned. We love that they're now reoccurring here. And womp womp. Ugh, I really don't like that up. But yeah, no, pretty much at the end of last stream, I started working on that, cleared out a little bit of space, and just got a temporary home set up in this little cave side. But not really done much exploring since I've gotten here. Just kind of wanting to focus on getting some resources prior to any furtherment on the base. I'm gonna chest, I don't have a pickaxe, things are going so scattered. And that'll be fine. Perfect amount. That's just about bada boom. And go. Or wait, I suppose if you said you're playing modded, so I suppose that would mean you're playing Java. So yeah, door trick works. Sorry, it took me a second to actually like process um that conversation and look back on it. Yeah, hoping for more dinner. Uh, oh, that's so big. Let's go. Room full of sponges. Are you sure it's not gold? Because I do know that there are gold rooms in there. There may be a room full of sponges, and I'm just misremembering. It's been a hot sec since I've gone into a monument. But if so, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. Huge. God, mind fatigue is the worst. Alright, don't want to spoil this just yet. Uh, suppose an axe wouldn't hurt either. Do we go all in to make a shovel as well? Oh god. That I have royally messed up. I know my face cam is off for this, but I want you to know I am just staring straight faced into the camera right now. I need one more for the enchantment table. Might as well go for it now. I mean, not like I can make half an enchantment table. Um, yeah, so as long as there's an Elder Guardian alive, you will constantly be plagued with mining fatigue, unfortunately. The only way to stop that from being inflicted is by killing it. Cool. Um, well, now I can at least make diamond pickaxe, or not diamond, jeez. I can make iron pickaxes without worry. But, oh, also I do have silk touch. So, oh god. Um, did you by chance do the door trick, or, do you have, water breathing? Because if you're in an air pocket with a door, you should be fine. You may eventually be able to break a block and get out. Um, However, if you're just running on water breathing pots, I hate to break it to you, you're probably gonna drown. And, actually, really quick, I'm going to be right back. I am going to run to the restroom. Chat, I have returned. Okay. So good thing with doors, good thing with respiration. Yeah, unfortunately mining that will never feel any better. Um, thank you. And also would very much like to say thank you for giving small streamers like me a chance. Realized I probably didn't say that earlier. But it's one of those things I'm very grateful for. Because like actually being able to have a chat to talk to, it I don't know, just makes the whole experience a bit better. I feel like on both sides. Um, yeah, I figured it was nighttime. Yeah, like I've been streaming on and off for 2 years, and I'm finally getting to a point where I'm close to being an affiliate on Twitch, which is crazy to me. Because to me, uh, that alone feels like I've made it big in my own eyes. Um, but just knowing the process of things, not that I think I ever will like make it as a big streamer, but just having to acknowledge the concept of if it ever does get to that point, it's gonna be really hard because it's one of those things where it's like I feel like you would just get so distanced from your audience, and it's that connection that really kind of just makes streaming worthwhile, at least for me. Um, and I don't know. It's Markiplier said something about it. I think on an Anthony Padilla interview or something about how it was the hardest thing for him to accept, and he said it miles better than I could express. But seeing that, it kind of put that thought in my head of like I stream as a hobby, not out of like wanting it to become a career or anything. Um, but obviously with any hobby, there's a chance things can happen and it just blows up out of your hands bigger than you could have ever expected. And honestly, I'm kind of it's gonna sound kind of stupid, but I'm kind of scared of that happening because honestly, I like being what I would say is small streamer because like I said, I do get to have that connection with people. I get to have a one-on-one talk with people. Like it kind of sucks seeing faces come and go. Like there's been people I've talked to years ago who I've not seen active in my chat since then, but it's just one of those things, you know. Life, people are here, then they're gone. It's I don't know, wacky. One of those things, honestly, I don't really like to think about too much. Um, just because I don't really think I ever want to feel that feeling of disconnect from my audience. Yeah, the income would be nice, especially if it allowed me to like go full time with streaming. But I feel like in the process of evolving to that level, you kind of lose your personality and a bit of yourself in that, because then it becomes more of a thing you're focused about, like how am I going to keep things interesting? How am I going to pretty much keep making money um, instead of like, you know, how are we gonna have a good time today? Mind you, there are some who do keep it that way, and it's nice, but it's very uncommon. at least in my experience, to find someone like that. Yep. And I feel like that's what makes streaming so fun, because it's like one take, you're live, you're living in the moment. When I originally started, I tried just doing content on YouTube, and as fun as that was, I got to the point where I just kind of didn't have time to edit videos and all that stuff. So turned into where I was recording these massive videos and just not editing them. And I was like, well, at that point, I may as well just stream and upload the bots, because that's pretty much what I was doing. Except, in my opinion, it was more boring because I didn't have the aspect of chat to not even necessarily keep me company, but to also just keep the recording alive. Because I feel like you can only monologue to yourself so often before it gets stale. Who knows? Maybe I'm just a boring person. Definitely could be the case. Uh, I forgot what I was. I That's what I was going to do. Going to take this guy. Going to yoink some iron. We're going to make some more pickaxes. Yeah, honestly. It's one of those things where it's honestly kind of nice, which, to be 100% honest with you, when I started the stream, it was like 5 in the morning. So I wasn't really expecting anyone to tune in, which is why I had it on no commentary or anything like that. But I am glad you stopped by, because I'm not gonna lie, I was straight up about to fall asleep doing that strip mine. Let's try way enough. Okay, that's mushroom. Yeah, kill the other grinds. Oh no. God, those things are like a maze too. That actually sucks. Hopefully you can find it, dude. Oh, perfect amount. Let's go. Yeah, um I am in the exact same situation. I'm not even gonna lie. Um the biggest issue I have is I'm trying to figure out when I want to end up calling the stream, because there's so much stuff I want to do in this little grind session, but I have other stuff I have to do later today. Um, so it's one of those things where I'm like, I want to keep streaming, but I also need to plan accordingly. God, I can't wait till I can explore this. Oh, oh, that could have gone a lot worse. Yeah, I know. I appreciate you saying that though. Uh, let's go this way. That is actually wild. I will say, I know it's a relatively well-known fact, but on the off chance you didn't know, you can immediately dry sponges out in the nether by placing them down. well, a wet sponge. Um, and it'll save you from having to waste fuel in your furnace. I think so. I don't believe that's a modded thing. There's a chance it could be from a mod, and I just don't realize it. Because honestly, I play more modded than vanilla. But this SMP is a very nice change of pace, going back to my roots. Because I've actually not played vanilla Minecraft in it's been a hot sec. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's actually been since Caves and Cliffs. Got 40 obsidian sitting in chat. Yeah, honestly. I mean, if you have 40 and you already have an enchantment table, you may as well just go all out, build a big portal. Obviously, you can't build the like 24 by 24 or whatever the max size is with that, but you can definitely build something bigger than the standard 4 by 5, I believe is the dimensions of it. Yeah, it's 4 by 5. Sorry, I had to count it out in my head. Bro, vein mine is so nice. Oh my god. It's mods like that where I wish this wasn't vanilla. But at least I get to have my shaders, so I'm at least happy with that. Honestly, yeah. Something I used to that I've not actually done in a hot sec is make like a really extravagant nether portal. Like obviously you just have the base frame, but then like building a really cool exterior around it. Always so fun to do. And it also just kind of helps build an atmosphere for it as well. What's up? Um yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those people that like I know it's kind of basic, but I've gotten to the point where I genuinely enjoy chunk mining, especially once it gets to a point where I'm just well able to. And honestly, just kind of thinking about how much I'd expedite the process, even with just like only vein mining gravel and ores, that would save so much time. Damn, I'm starting to get the urge to chunk mine. That is so unfortunate. Yeah, honestly. Mining is relaxing, but there are so many times where it's just like you're coming up with nothing so like for so long that it almost just becomes tedious. It's like there's enjoyment in it, but I've not seen an ore in like 5 minutes. And to be honest, right now I'm only looking for 2 diamonds and 4 obsidian. So it's not like a huge ask, especially with the veins of diamond it was oh so generous to give me earlier. Well, asking you shall receive. At least now I have some redstone, which I've been collecting way too much of because in my mind I'm trying to justify making like a bunch of locator maps, and in actuality I only need one. So I try to think about what style of like lampposts I want in the town. That is a good question. Um, Very difficult one for me to answer as well. Is quite the question. Sorry, I had to check audio, make sure it's still going. Ooh, I'll take some gold. Never have too many golden carrots. Oh my god, I just realized I could have crafted golden carrots. Why am I still eating raw carrots? I'm a fool. Don't keep me in suspense. Did you find the sponge room yet? Well, find it again. Oh, actually. Hang on 1 second. We got one. We got two. We got three. We got four. And it looks like that is all she wrote, folks. We have gotten our diamonds needed for the table. Nice. All good. God, you were getting around so quick. Pushing monument 1 second, mining out a mountain the next. Crazy. Is there a mod where there's like a dislocator like teleporter, or are you just like Newman around in crazy armor, or is my scale of time just very warped right now? And I hear lava. Promising sign. Can I find it? I want the lava. Give me the lava. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can respect that. Sounds like I'm getting really close to the lava. Question is, am I above it, am I below it, or am I in it? Okay, gonna pause the music. I'm actually gonna turn on subtitles for this. I don't know why I went there. It should be in sounds. It is in front of me. Oh, baby. And we still have the trap door. Let's go. We came prepared. Oh no. Oh, I do like the waviness of the lava though. But oh no. Oh no, no. There's a Shrieker. That's a bunch of Skulk sensors. I'm curious on if this is another ancient city or if this is the same one. I don't think I've gone far enough away for it to be a different one. Oh no. This is oh, hopefully you were able to clutch and or not need to. Um so with the Shrieker and the Skulk sensors, if I trigger those uh by making any noise near it, which can also include mobs making noise. So, for instance, last stream, a zombie set one off and summoned a warden on me. Um, if it makes, well, if those activate and make that shriek 3 times, it summons a warden. Cool. Well, that is very lucky. I'm trying to see if I can find anything out there that would say if it's the city or not. Oh, that is so stressful though. Oh god, I don't want to get too close to that. But here I am about to make obsidian, which makes a lot of noise. Oh god. Yeah, no kidding. Which it sucks because the warden actually drops nothing useful. One of the hardest bosses in the game, and it can't even have the courtesy to drop something to show it. Okay, so can't do that with an iron pickaxe. Okay. Okay. I know that that side's at least secure. No, that definitely would not have been. That definitely would not have been. Um, okay, and then place that. And okay, so we now at least know that this is safe to mine. Okay, timeout. That is crazy. Oh my god, it was not safe to mine. Oh, oh my god, that could have been so bad. Cobblestone gen anyone? Got one. Yeah, let's take care of that before I become what the kids would call toast. Jesus Christ. How am I hearing thunder? I am 150 blocks underground. No, scratch that. I The surface level is at 140. I am at negative 150. I am 200 blocks under the surface. And I can still hear the thunder? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Um, okay, we have 2 obsidian. Can we get 3 obsidian? Nope, they burned. Oh my god, this lava pool is massive. What the hell? Um, well, now I'm scared to dig this out. Because I've had so many bad encounters where I go to dig out obsidian and end up suffocating or burning myself. Okay, I need 12 for the portal? No, 10. And 4 for the enchantment table, so 14 total. Cool. Yeah, that's understandable. Thunder is a nice speak of the devil. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Um, Thunder is a nice ambiance in the game, but God, it can be so annoying at times. Watch knowing my, like, there's gonna be lava on the left. Oh, I didn't know my luck's turning around. Thank you. Much appreciated. That's lava. Oh God. I don't know why. There's not many things that like make me nervous in Minecraft. One of them is falling in lava and losing everything. I feel like is understandable. I mean, it's not like I didn't get blown up twice by a creeper yesterday or anything, which is crazy because that has very rarely happened to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just falling off. Okay, we are at 10. We now have enough for the portal. Now, question eyes. Will I manage to get enough for the enchantment table, or will I end up killing myself first somehow? I unfortunately think it'll be the latter. However, it never hurts to be optimistic. And I really should put water down so it doesn't just ooze out and burn me. Yeah. Productivity 101. Hey, up to 12. We are getting there. Slowly, but definitely surely. Oh, hi lava. Hmm. I think I want to do that. Don't fall in. Okay. Yeah, just one more. One more, and we can go back up and build the portal. We can make the enchantment table. We can summon God himself with this power. Uh, oh, there we go. Yoink. And back home we go. There we go. What sponge is not normal sponge? Did you by chance do the nether thing, or did you just smelt them? I'm not sure if you can put them on a campfire. That'd be cool though if you could. Be very efficient. Could save trips shit nether. Wouldn't cost any fuel. Oh, heck yeah. Glad to see I was right about that. I'm not gonna lie, I was super worried you were gonna try it and be like, what the hell, dude? That doesn't work. Oh, we have escaped the mine. Well, we're escaping the mines. A stack of sponge. What? That is crazy. Honestly, I do not blame you. Those ocean monuments can be very troublesome at times. And I sleep now because thunderstorm is still going on. Woot woot. Yeah. Damn it. State. That's crazy. Um. Oh. Damn. We need there. That's a big blunder on my part. Whoopsies. Um, that's actually a massive blunder on my part. And obsidian. I very well feel like I could just make this in the cave side. I was hoping to kind of round that off in a terraform thing, but honestly, I could just leave it open, have it be like another cave. Uh, I mean, worst case scenario, I want to move the nether. I can move the nether. I just want to be far enough away from my base that it doesn't actively cause issues. I can grab this iron real quick though. Okay, so like lit up the cave well enough. Like maybe back here with the dripstone. Um, yeah, we can def do this here. Just bam, 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 and my heart is shattered. I'm so upset. All this work, and I fumble it at the end. That's crazy though. I didn't realize that monuments even have that many sponges. Okay, let's go plant the sugarcane. Dang, the one time. Oh, there's the horses. It's actually wild. I don't think I've ever fully explored an ocean monument, so that definitely could explain it. Um, I'm sorry if you very much enjoy the white stallions, then I urge you to look away, but it is in my endeavor for leather. Nah, you're good. No worries. Quick response. I'm probably gonna start trying to wind down here soon anyways. I realize it's almost 8 o'clock my time, and I need to get at least a little rest before my obligations for the day. Meow. Holy shit, that's a big stalk of sugar cane. I am curious about this. I don't think I've ever seen just it seems to be in a pattern, so probably just from me not being observant enough in the past. Yeah, honestly, that's I'm kind of debating on that same mentality, but I I don't know, it's one of those like it's tempting, but I don't know. Sure, man. Wait, are you a cartographer? What map do you sell? Just an empty map? Bomb says. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm going to apologize to you greatly. I cannot afford to have you die. I need at least two of you to stay alive. Um, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like how Iron Golem's over in the corner mourning. Um, that's not a great sign. Uh, hopefully there's some other villagers. There's some more houses up there, so fingers crossed. Okay, that is actually crazy. Hold up. There's just lapis on the surface. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Because I mean, we're at Y level 63. So I yeah, it can spawn. It makes sense, but that's wild. I know my bucket. Are there any houses over here I should explore? What the fish doing? He was dancing on the dock. So where? Wolf. I don't have any bone. Wait, that was a cat. You can't tell because the face comes off, but I gave the camera a look that just showed immense disappointment in myself. Jeez, there's so much hay. Gonna be set. F how to show up on service. It's super trippy. Yeah, for real. Like I've seen surface emeralds many times before. That doesn't surprise me. Surface lapis for some reason. That's a different story. Uh, can I get back up here? Well, not easily. That's yeah, for real. Which, to be honest, the first time I figured out you can mine lapis with a stone pickaxe, that really tripped me up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it makes sense because lapis isn't necessarily an essential ore, Okay, cool. We do have another villager. You do seem to be stuck though, so how about we break this so you have a path back home, huh? I'll even make it a path. Grass and growing paths, what the hell? That's cool. More villagers. Let's go. Oh, nice, amazing. What do you have for sale, sir? That's kind of bad. This book me so much. I always thought it was an iron pick. Honestly, same. Like, it tripped me up so much. That's so cold vein here. I don't know why I'm mining that with my diamond pickaxe. Yeah, lapis is I don't know if it's considered a gem or just a stone. Um, but yeah, it's I can say with 97% certainty, it's not a metal. Only reason I am vaguely uncertain is because there may be some technicality out there where it's like, oh well, actually, lapis is a metal similar to malachite is often seen as a stone, but is actually a metal. Oh, I did not just blunder that hard. Oh, the villagers. They'll get over it. What do you mean? I can only sleep at night. I'm literally watching the sunset. How can you sleep before I can? Don't mind setting my spawn here because it's not far from home. I just don't want to deal with nighttime, especially with the villagers on the loose. I do need to get them tamed. You were amazing. You're a fun. Oh wait, you. Never mind. I was thinking of a different villager. Okay, I at least have two stored. This village has crazy levels of hay. Like I got a stack of hay, and there's still like 4 piles of it. I'm not mine. I ain't gonna argue though. It's a bunch of bread for me. Because if I'm thinking about it right, 1 stack of hay is 3 stacks of bread. I actually do. It should be in my Twitch profile. Um, Although I will say, just from where my streams have been a bit more spontaneous, I haven't been giving too too many announcements for when I'm live. Uh, but I will definitely start working on that now that I'm starting to get back into like an actual proper streaming schedule. Because I know I at least will stream every Saturday on the server. Oh god, ow, my ankles. Oh, my ankles. What did my poor ankles ever do to deserve this? Oh, hey, came out of your little cave, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Uh, I know there's another stack of hay I'm missing. Unless I'm not. Did I get it all? Was that all of it? Huh, I'll be damned. Oh well. I mean, almost 2.5 stacks is well more than enough for me. At least for the wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something isn't adding up here. You lost your oh, that's fair. and take a break from Minecraft, play some video games. Ooh, now that's a game I've not heard. Have fun, honestly. Hopefully you can get some good places with nice clues. Which I suppose, if you're good enough, unlike me, almost everything is a clue. Crazy. I've seen some people. It's like, yes, the road condition is very poor. We must be in Poland. And it's like, how do you come to that conclusion? But again, get better. I mean, practice makes perfect. The more you play, the better we'll get. That's how most things go in life, at least. Um, but again, I really appreciate you stopping by, hanging out for a bit. That's crazy. I genuinely feel like if I was playing and I knew for certain I was in the US, I could maybe, very well maybe, get the state if I saw a decent bit of the style of license plate. Um, that being said, I still think I would get very low scores. Do I need this much gain? What did, sir? The bad license besides, like, they don't have front plates. Honestly, fair. I know there's several states in the U.S. that don't require front plates. But then there are many states that do require it. Which is crazy because a lot of times what you'll see in the states that don't require front license plate, they'll have a vanity plate. That's probably it's all good. Like I said, once I wind this down, I'm probably just gonna take a fat nap and hope that I wake up on time. How many? Have you ever tried it? Yeah, I don't need those two sugarcane. Those are kind of extras right now. I don't. Interesting place for gripstone. Physiology is here with these. Yeah, yeah. I'll, that's that is fair. I've actually not played much GeoGuessr. I've mostly just watched people play it because it's entertaining, seeing how they somehow figure out that with a hair facing this direction and the wind blowing east that he can see due to the antennas on the still cars, it somehow equates to them being in like Connecticut. It's entertaining for me at least to watch and observe the process. Cool. Can feel that exhaustion coming though. Okay, so now I at least know for next time I need to set up a cow farm. Need to start chopping trees and start working on the first pagoda. Jesus Christ. Oh, such a big to-do list, yet it feels like I'm so limited by what I can do, even though I'm absolutely not. Because it's like I have a huge to-do list. Then there's a things to do that I cannot do by myself because other people need to be there. And for some reason, I'm completely ignoring my to-do list and just focusing on what I can do. Saying some of it, I know some of it, like God Pro singles got lit. I mean, honestly, just knowing those two is crazy enough. Oh god, so much A. So much A. Toot, 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 toot. Ah, shit, where's my diamonds? Oh, almost had a panic attack there. We've done it. We have made progress. Not much, but it is still progress. Put that there, that joining, and pop that there. Oh, damn. That kind of sucks. I didn't want to keep the saplings. I want to keep my string. Pink petals I'm not too keen on keeping. Yeah, appreciate it. God, I feel so bad. This has just been sitting here looking like a broken sundial. Oh my god. Ugh. And out with the old. And back to. Yeah, hopefully. I'll just need to set up those cow farms for the leather, and hopefully the sugarcane will start growing a good bit. But yeah, that being said, I would like to thank you all for tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Again, much appreciated. Thank you guys so much.